Today's horoscope and tarot from Astrocademy, Capricorn March 17, 2022. The best version of yourself tends to shine forth when in one-on-one situations and partnerships today. Others tend to bring out the best in you. Whether or not you are aware of it, you attract people and situations that benefit your personal growth at this time in your life. Today is good for making an extra effort to reach out. It's a time to believe in your ability to contribute much to a partnership. Someone can have an unusually encouraging and positive effect on you. Aim to address any need that might arise in a current relationship for growth and development rather than wait for matters to force themselves. Things are heating up in your love life today. So, it really all depends on how you respond to these saucy attempts. And though this could very well be the other way around, the moon's shift into assertive Aries via your intimate 8th house of mergers, shared resources, and energetic exchanges will likely inspire everything from the need for emotional connection to a desire for physical touch via your one-on-one connections. The truth is, with the moon's ruler, Mars, sitting alongside Venus in Capricorn via your flirty 5th house of love, passion, and pleasure, there's no denying your magnetism at this time. Get organized. With Mercury conjunct Saturn in Aquarius, you may find that it is extremely easy to stay on track. As a mutable earth sign, you tend to weave in and out of your projects with a flexible diligence. But today's conjunction will have you mentally focused on one thing at a time, which is perfect if you need to focus on a major obligation or task. Since this is Aquarius energy, consider going about your routine or project a little differently than usual to break up the monotony of your workday. In the middle of some very active skies, but at a fairly low-key point in this financial year, the moon is making its monthly visit to your financial sector. In the short term, this is fueling your financial instincts and imagination while delivering valuable clues, hunches, and insights. Yet with the sun just 16 days away, this is a chance to prepare for some of the most active months of this financial year. Don't get attracted to someone who could have power over you. Dating bosses is never a good idea, no matter how cute they are. You may be needed by everyone today. The aspect at play has a way of making people more emotional than usual, and they tend to run to the nearest person to help process the uncomfortable, the challenging, the downright scary. You may experience your own deep feelings welling up, and it's important to take time out to notice what's going on inside of yourself. Here is an ideal scenario. Prepare a nice dinner for your loved ones and take a long walk afterwards. This is a great day to get things tidied up and organized. With the essence of this day happening, applying a little elbow grease will probably feel good for you. Along with added energy toward working, you can expect to feel mentally sharp. Being able to come up with space solutions or ways to be more efficient will come to you much easier than usual. Whether it's at home or at the office, make the most of these helpful benefits. It is less an act of defiance and more the reality of the moment, that the build-up to an adventurous full moon is not only happening in the heart of the working week, but just as things are coming together on the income and job front. This is a full moon that refuses to be ignored and is also calling on planets in a playful part of your chart for backup. Fortunately, it doesn't have to be a case of either/or, but if you have to choose, with the moon not only gone from an adventurous part of your chart by the weekend, but in your career sector by then, the spirit of adventure might need to come first. The moon's return to an adventurous part of your chart each month will always put it at a friendly aspect to planets in your romantic sector. As well as bringing the spirit of romance and adventure together, this increases the potential for serendipitous moments or encounters. However, in the lead up to tomorrow's full moon, expect this to be a lot more potent. Your tarot reading for today. The Fool, the Magician, and the Empress. You would like to tell your friends what they should be doing in their lives. You like making them open their eyes about subjects that seem obvious to you. But, have you ever thought about what they may think about your interference? Mind your own business is perhaps something they have already said to you. You bet. Telling someone what they should do is often viewed poorly. This draw shows that you sometimes interfere too much in the lives of the people around you. It may be interesting to give your opinion sometimes, but beware not to offend them by imposing your way of doing things. Each person is different and uses what seems logical to themselves. You need to use a medicine dropper when you're giving advice, otherwise you run the risk that people will get cross and take offense. That may be what has happened to you recently. The cards show a recent event during which you may have offended someone with your words. This is the risk you run when you interfere too much in other people's lives. Advise, yes, but don't dictate. Would you like someone to tell you that you don't get out enough and you should be a bit more active? No. It's unpleasant. And this is understandable. So, don't forget, and don't do to others what you don't want them to do to you. By following this advice, you will calm your relationships with others and increase your social attractiveness. Our eyes in the sky. The future seems limitless, but it requires thought and care to attain our desires. The Sun's minor aspects with Jupiter and Saturn aren't giving us the space to break through the roadblocks that stand in our way. Mars's powerful connection with Pluto and frustration with Jupiter and give us the strength to transform and evolve. Passions may get bigger and more exhilarating, which can help us set our intentions and manifest the right vision for ourselves now. Jupiter also harmonizes with Venus and shares a minor aspect with Mercury. This is a very lovely aspect that can give you the confidence to assert your emotional and fundamental needs. Whatever your dreams, this is the time to discuss them with others, even if it isn't the moment to bring them to fruition. With the right amount of diligence and care, you'll be able to bring your fantasies and desires to light. The key is to believe in yourself and your vision no matter what anyone else says. Your perseverance in making sure your dreams come true will prove all of the naysayers wrong. Others recognize our inner strength as well as our restraint now, and so we may be called upon to lead a charge or demonstrate to others how they might apply their skills to access courage. However, the same factors which cause us to feel strong and confident can be used to manipulate others if we are not conscious of the way we are using our energy. How we respond to this transit really depends on our negotiation of power dynamics. To this end, we can use our power to heal and inspire, or to manipulate and exploit, so act wisely. Following this connection, Venus in Libra trines Jupiter in Aquarius, a favorable aspect for smoothing over difficulties in relationships. This is a signature of heightened idealism, and bonds can be formed and compromises reached to grow stronger and wiser together. Though this aspect favors ongoing romantic engagements, it is equally favorable for relaxing with friends, socializing, or taking a vacation. This is an especially good influence for making investments, because we are less likely to be frivolous or to waste our resources on items that will quickly depreciate.